Samantha.
Thank you for having me.
Samantha's going to be one of 32 authors at the Fall Book Festival, October 18th in downtown Greer at the historic Greer Depot. We're of 32 authors, we've got 9 states represented, around 50 different genres, and 150 book titles. So tell us about the books that you're bringing.
Yeah, so I will have a total of 5 books. They're more health related memoir type things. So my first book was Living with Endometriosis. So I was diagnosed with endometriosis when I was about 19 years old, had several surgeries, different health things come up, and I was looking for resources at the time that was similar to what I ended up writing, and I couldn't really find anything. What I did find was very helpful, and so I wanted to have a resource that other people could use too. So that's what led me to start writing Living with Endometriosis, and then it kind of spiraled from there.
So what are your other books that you're bringing?
So I have Living with Alpha 1 Antitrypsin Deficiency, a Living with Endometriosis workbook, um,
Mhm.
Living with Kidney Stones, and then I have a Chronically Empowered book. I did not author the book, but my story is in that book along with several
Oh,
others.
okay.
Yeah.
So with these other books, so you were diagnosed with endometriosis.
Mhm.
So with the other books, are those also
Illnesses that I have. Yeah.
okay?
Yeah.
And tell us more about those books.
Yeah. So alpha 1 antitrypsin deficiency actually runs in my family. So I'm considered an MZ, which means that I don't have the full blown deficiency. The ZZ would mean that I do have both bad genes. That's what my mom has. So I got one bad gene from her, the good gene from my dad. And I recently started infusions for that. So once my uncle actually passed away from alpha 1, and that's what led us to kind of write this book. There wasn't a lot of information about it, and I've actually been getting infusions for it recently, so I had already published the book.
So what exactly is that for those of us without the
Yeah. Yeah.
background?
So, alpha 1 antitrypsin is a protein that's made by your liver. People with alpha 1 antitrypsin deficiency, they may not have enough of the protein, or it may be misfolded to where their body's not able to use it. It helps with lung and liver function.
Oh,
So my mom and I are both lung affected. Right now, neither one of our livers are affected. And then we have other family members that have had it too.
oh, okay.
Yeah.
And then I assume you deal with kidney stones
Mhm.
then.
I have had kidney stones, and then my sister's had kidney stones, and I have other family members that have as well.
So you mentioned that you started writing the endometriosis book because you wanted more resources
Hmm.
for people similar. Um, what do you have a background in writing? What encouraged you? What gave you that background to want to do that?
So I don't really have a background in writing. Like I always enjoyed writing in school, kept journals, those types of things. And
Mhm.
then I think writing has been very therapeutic for me, dealing with the health stuff, like just getting out however I'm feeling. And then I was actually going to pelvic floor physical therapy, and I couldn't find a lot of resources on that. And that was back in 2013. So that's whenever I first started writing. And so I was like, well, if I don't know about it, if I can't find resources about it, maybe other people are struggling with finding those things too.
So how did you don't have resources for that. So how did you put these books together then? What resources did you use to put it
Yeah.
together?
Yeah. So I did try to find a publisher, in which I did.
Mhm.
I sent out letters to different publishers, and I think because of the type of content that it
Mhm.
was a little harder for me with it being considered women's health, reproductive type thing, even though it's a body wide disease. People just didn't realize that, acknowledge it. And so
Mhm.
it was somewhat difficult to find a publisher, and I'm very thankful that I found the publisher that I did.
So you've got these 5 books and they all are health related.
Mhm.
Do you see yourself going into more books? And if so, what books would you be writing and what genres?
Yeah, so I'm working on one that's about gallbladder illnesses, which I've also had. That will hopefully be published in the next year or two with the same
Okay.
publisher that I have, Hatherley Press. Aside from that, I've thought about going into fiction type things with still
Ooh.
like health related, um,
Okay.
but I'm not sure if I will do that or not. But I have thought about it.
Well, that could be interesting because I don't know how many fiction books out there deal with one of those issues, let alone all of those issues.
Right. Yeah.
And that would be an interesting fiction book to put out there because
Mhm.
people can relate even if they don't have those particular issues. I'm sure there's a lot of similar uh, background of what they have to deal with.
Yeah.
So, what is your background,
So
education wise?
yeah, so I have a master's in public health, a Bachelor of Science in healthcare administration,
Hmm.
and then I do work at a law office full time.
Okay, so health, and you work in law.
Yeah, right. Yeah.
It's
And
that
I actually
healthy.
and I actually started out as a pharmacy technician.
Oh,
Yeah, and then I do have a master's in legal studies and healthcare law too.
oh wow,
Yeah,
healthcare law.
yeah.
Interesting. So, what does that entail?
So that's like HIPAA related things,
Okay.
which I was interested in. And working at the law firm that I do now, we do estate planning documents, so like healthcare documents, wills, those types of things.
Oh, okay. So it all kind of melds
Mhm.
together.
Yeah.
It just sounded like two very different
Yeah.
areas.
Yeah. And then I actually started out as a pharmacy technician, so that's helped too with like medications and health
Hmm.
related stuff. Yeah.
So you didn't want to continue the health, the pharmacy
No, with my
track?
health, I had thought about it. I actually went to pharmacy school 2 different times, but with my health stuff and the stress of it, standing on my feet for long periods of time, it just wasn't in the cards. Yeah.
So now you have a job at a law office.
Mhm.
Do you see any of your writing down the road going into that aspect or just staying into the health?
I haven't thought about the law aspect, honestly. Maybe. Yeah. And I do like a lot of like writing with emails and stuff for work too, so I'm still using all the writing tools.
And you said that you got a publisher.
Mhm. I do. Hatherley Press.
Okay. And what took you down that track to do it with a publishing house versus doing it, say, self-publishing?
Yeah. So with having a publisher, I was able to get some help with like marketing and those types of things. I do post social media and stuff on my own.
Hmm.
But I just felt like I could maybe reach more people with having a publisher. And so that's why I,
Oh, okay.
yeah.
Interesting. So, what do you like to do outside of work and outside of writing?
Yeah, so I love to go to the beach. I live in South Carolina, so I'm
Mhm.
about 2.5 hours from the coast. So I love going to the
Ooh.
beach. Yes, spending time with family and friends. I've actually been going to a lot of concerts recently. So getting into music, yeah,
What kind of concerts?
mostly country music.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Any good shows lately, or mainly local talent?
Um, I've seen Kenny Chesney,
Oh,
background band. Yeah.
mm-hmm.
Um, Brooks and Dunn, they were great.
Mm.
Yeah.
I saw them, and I won't tell you how many years ago though. My boys were little, and they're not now. Oh, nice. Um, So you like going out to the coast. How
Mhm.
often do you get to go out that way?
Um, Maybe 3 or 4 times a year, just depending on, like, scheduling and getting out there, yeah.
Do you have a favorite spot along the coast?
I usually stick to South Carolina beaches. I grew up going to Isle of Palm, so I'm more familiar with that area, and I do love going there.
So you've been in South Carolina your whole life then?
Mhm. I
Oh.
have. Yep.
Now, did you go to school in South Carolina then?
Mhm. I
Okay.
did. So I went to high school in Aiken, South Carolina. That's where I'm from and where I live. The pharmacy schools that I went to were in Clinton, South Carolina, and then Columbia. And I lived in Columbia for about 3 years.
Do you ever see yourself moving out of South Carolina, or are you here to stay?
I think I'm here to stay.
As being a transplant, I have to say I like
Do
it.
you?
Yeah, it's been gorgeous down here, and just I mean, it got cold last winter, but not cold cold, and the snow made me laugh.
Yeah.
Oh, there's snow. Yeah, okay.
And the whole state shuts down.
And there was the prediction of snow, and it's like, okay,
Yeah.
predicting snow, got it. And then we got like this dusting.
Yeah.
I love it. Well, hopefully, no snow this year.
Yes.
And most definitely, we don't want that at the Fall Book Festival because it's fall.
Right.
And we are going to have such a good time. We have 9 states represented, so it'll be a variety of people, a variety of genres, and oh, just so much. We're going to have Sip and Sparkle there that has a non alcoholic beverage bar.
Oh, nice.
So yeah, it's they've got some really cool drinks. And then we're going to have Memoir Cafe, and they do mini pancakes.
Oh.
I cannot wait. Uh, we've got a gently used and new book drive going on for Greer Relief, so everybody can bring their gently used books and then restock. So I am looking so forward to having you with us and meeting you in person.
Thank you so much. Me too. I'm excited.
It's going to be a fun day, and people are just going to have to come out and find out for themselves.
Yep.
I will see you in October. Thanks for joining me today.
Thank you.